What's going on, everybody? Too Good here. I'm back again with another video. If y'all been watching SoCal Regionals yesterday, everybody's heard the news. Edition Select is a new mode that was the special announcement. SoCal Regionals yesterday, the tournament that was really hype. That tournament was the definition of hype. Especially Street Fighter 4 was hype, Marvel was hype. I didn't really watch nothing else. But that top 8, wow, and that only, and yo, K-Brad and Infiltration, that was straight hype. But I say it's like, well, the tournament ended like 1 o'clock East Coast time, I think. So 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock. But the special announcement that was made was that Ultra would have an Edition Select mode built into it now. Kind of like how in ST you have like original Sagat, original Balrog, all those characters, you can choose different modes. That's the same thing in Ultra. Now you can, instead of playing with just Ultra Chun, you can play with Vanilla Chun, or Super Chun, or AE Chun, or AE 2012 Chun, or Vanilla Sagat, the infamous Vanilla Sagat. So, and I saw the trailer, I was like, wow, this is going to be crazy. And then they had people play like Vanilla Sagat versus Super Honda. Yo, I mean, or Vanilla Sagat mirror match. That was just crazy. It was super hype, or it was super fun to watch. I really enjoyed it when it was like Mike Ross and Cameron be playing. It was just fun to watch, and I was like, yo, this is gonna be so dope. Just playing with all these old characters. It's just, against these new versions of characters, it's just gonna be really, really cool. But as time went on, the discussion kind of changed. It shifted. At first, it was like, yo, this is cool, this is dope. But then it kind of shifted towards, are we gonna allow this in tournaments? Is this gonna be tournament standard for Ultra Street Fighter 4? And that's kind of what this video is gonna be about. Do or should Edition Select be the tournament standard for Ultra? Basically, if you don't understand that, should you be allowed to choose any version of your character in a tournament instead of just Ultra version? Now at first I was like, what the hell are you people talking? Because those people are actually defending this, like, yes, we should do it in tournaments. I'm just saying right off the bat, I'm not really for that. And here's why. We all know the broken characters are Street Fighter 4. You have Vanilla Sagat, Vanilla Akuma is stupid, Aeon, the AE Twins, Fei Long now, really. 2012 Cammy. Well, 2012 Cammy isn't that bad. Super Guile, the charge characters, and those are the broken characters, basically. Well, not broken, but the top tier characters. And people are like, yo, this is gonna be so cool. Let's use this in a tournament. And I'm like, wait, no, that's dumb. Because it completely destroys the purpose of Ultra, the balancing of Ultra. Why would Capcom go through all this efforts to balance community feedback, doing all of this just to, let's just put the best version of these characters? It just doesn't make sense. Like, why would, and then use it in the tournament? It doesn't really make sense to me. I don't think Capcom really intended this to be tournament for tournaments, which I thought at first, but it was later on announced that this is not even going to be an online mode, which is really, 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 really disappointing. I couldn't believe that they didn't make this an online mode. It doesn't really make sense. Why is it this is an offline only mode, really? I mean, I just don't understand why they would do that. Hopefully they incorporate that later. They change that somehow, because I think that's just a really bonehead move. Because not only do a lot of people not have offline, but a lot of people are just going to use, especially in the early builds or the early months of Ultra, people are just going to want to play the Ultra characters. So why is it offline? No, I think that should definitely be online. It should definitely not be in ranked matches. Definitely not. That's just stupid. But then you can do an endless, make a mode just dedicated to Edition Select. That would be perfect. You know, why is it subject to offline only? I don't really understand that. But alas, it is offline only. So offline only. And another problem with this being allowed in tournaments, I'll go through this both sides of the spectrum. Being allowed in tournaments is, what if you've been playing a character that hasn't really been good throughout Street Fighter 4's history? For example, I played Dudley. Dudley, whether you want to believe it or not, is not a good character. He's never been a good character. I don't want to hear about Smug, I don't want to hear about more. Dudley has never been a good character. And what is Dudley gonna do now when he has to face 2012 Cammys? Well, I don't really have that many problems with Cammy that like that, or AE Yuns, Phelan, Vanilla Sagat, all that damage. You know, Sagat is supposed to be a good matchup for Dudley. Super Guile, like Guile isn't already a problem enough. AE Fei Longs. So it's like, what am I supposed to do? And you got other kids like people that play DJ. DJ's always been sorry. So it's like, what are they supposed to do? You know, it's not like their characters have been like godlike in the version, and that's why I think a lot of the supporters are people who, they had characters who were good, like really good. Like I saw Dayash's video. Shout out to Dayash Thirst. About Chun, he played Chun-Li. Super Chun was, for all intents and purposes, good, really good. But she got nerfed, and now he gets to play that version again. Well, that's where a lot of the supporters are coming from. Like, on a Facebook group or for the fighting community, for the Facebook group, this guy was like Super Honda, yeah, but because Honda got nerfed, now he gets to play his old version of Honda. But what if you didn't play? What if you played T-Hawk? What if you played? Forte is kind of a gimmick anyway. What if you played? I said T-Hawk, Dudley, Jury. I think Jury is halfway decent. Or Blanca. I just don't really get how people can fully support this being used in tournaments. I'm looking at the other side. It just and then if this is used in tournaments, that just kind of throws the balance of Ultra Street Fighter 4 in the water. Now, granted, at the beginning of this, I was like 100% against this being the tournament standard. I was like, this is dumb. I would have no problem with this being used in casuals or a side tourney. Side tourneys, go ahead. Just go ahead. Side tourneys, that'd be dope. Have a side tourney for it. But the main tournament, I was like, that's kind of stupid. But I started to look at it through the other spectrum. I was like, okay, let me wait till Ultra comes out to see how good Dudley is in that version. To see if Dudley actually somewhat stands a chance against all these other godlike characters. Because, I mean, to be honest, if this is a tournament standard, people are trying to deny this, but all we're going to see is a bunch of AE Yuns, Super Guiles, the same 10 characters that we know are the best characters in the game. If Ultra doesn't bring any new really good characters. And it's just, I'm a little on the fence about this. Like I said, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning just like debating with these guys on Facebook because they were like so for this. I couldn't understand why in the world would it make sense. I just couldn't understand how that would be logical in their head. How much time am I on? Under 10 minutes? Yep, under. But I just don't understand it. It's not logical. But like right now, I'm at the point where I'm gonna wait till Ultra comes out, see how Dudley is, see how Maoni is, see how better those characters get in the new versions, to see if they can actually match up somehow with the old version. And then if these new versions or these old versions are implemented in tournaments, that means you have to go back, learn all these frame datas, all these, just matchups are gonna have to be adjusted because things might not be punishable in Ultra, or things are punishable in Vanilla, or things are punishable now, it might not be punishable, or were not punishable in Vanilla. There we go. Things that were punishable in Super might not be punishable in AE 2012. See, so the things like that, it's just gonna be it's just gonna be a lot. It's too much. People saying, well, Super Turbo did it, but Super Turbo and Street Fighter 4 are just 2 entirely different games. See, okay. Now I'm not gonna sit here and act like I've played Super Turbo because I really haven't that much. I don't even really recall. Well, have I played it? I think I played it like once. I don't know. But I mean, man, that's where the big discussion is right now. Should this be a tournament? The main tournament. Should this replace Ultra Street Fighter 4? Should they just allow this? CEO Jabali's already been on record saying this is not going to be allowed. Just don't. I scratch my lip. Anyway, he's already on record saying, yo, we're not gonna allow this. Just it got bought for free on that edition select. But I kind of have to agree with him, especially early in the game's life cycle, because if you think about it, early in the game, if you allow this at tournaments, people are just gonna go right to the most godlike characters, like AE Yun, like the ones I already said, and they're just gonna get these free wins because nobody's gonna have enough time to play with Ultra yet, or the new characters, or the new all the new characters in general, and to really have a chance to deal with these already godlike characters. People can just take knowledge they know from 2 years ago and beat these characters with these upgraded modifications and these new 5 characters, and just beat them for free because we haven't had enough time. So I do agree with that. Now in the future, if they do tournaments, if this changed, this has to be after we've had enough time with Ultra to kind of fully push it, you know, fully see the capabilities of all the characters. It can't be immediately. It can't be at EVO. It can't be. I don't think it could be at the Fall Classic in September, if the Fall Classic is in September. But I think it has to be at least 6 months before we see this at the main tournament. But that's really my opinion on it. Right now I'm just on the fence. I'm just gonna wait till it comes out and then judge it. See how good Dudley is. See if he can actually stack up. But the tournament organizers, they are the ones that really kind of control how this mode is going to be utilized and used, because especially if it's offline only. I really don't understand why it's offline only. But that's it for this video. Overall, like I said, I'm on the fence with it. I'm gonna wait till Ultra comes out. They give my full opinion with it. But right now, I'm definitely leaning over the side of don't do this. Just don't make this tournament. Don't make this the tournament standard. Capcom, make this online. Make this you can use it online. But that's it for this video. Tell me your guys' thoughts. I would love to hear what you guys have to think about this. I know, like Facebook, it's just there's so many opinions going around. But it's basically kind of divided between let's have this for tournaments or just don't have it at all. It's gonna be stupid. Well, some people are divided like me. But like I said, I'm just a little over on the let's not have this. It's gonna be too stupid. But that's it for this video. Again, I'm out. Peace. Tell me your thoughts.